Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you'd purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at the Rolex Datejust 36. This one, the reference number 126233, with a champagne dial, diamond hour markers, yellow gold fluid bezel with a two-tone yellow gold and steel Jubilee bracelet. Alright, I'll be going over all the aspects of this watch, including the case, the dial, the bezel, the crown functions, as well as the movement and the bracelet. And I'll be giving you my thoughts on these throughout this video. So starting off with this case, we have a 36mm case. It's in the name, Datejust 36. From finger to thumb, that's 36mm, the diameter of this case from the 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock positions. Same as the 10 to 4 positions. Same distance, same diameter, same 36mm. You have the monoblock middle case with the screw down case back and the Rolex winding crown to ensure the superior water resistance down to 100 meters or 330 feet below sea level. Quite good for a watch of this caliber. Setting on, well, basically the entire construction of this watch, at least the case, is oyster steel, meaning it's Rolex's own proprietary blend of extremely hardened and tough steel combined with other minerals to make it a very, very high polish. Very, very beautiful indeed. I think, let me see, you can actually see the high polish finishing on the side of the bracelet here, complete with my fingerprints, of course, but that's basically a testament to basically how lustrous they can get their steel and how strong it can be. Sitting on the front of this case, you also have a yellow gold fluted bezel. The fluted bezel originally made with the intent of screwing directly onto the case to ensure the water resistance. Well, modern technology has made that, well, not all that necessary anymore, so it's basically there as a mark of distinction now, and they always make it in some sort of gold, in this case yellow gold, which makes sense with the overall compositional look here, at least with the color scheme. Now taking a look at the dial, you also have a matching champagne sunray dial or sunburst sort of effect on the guilloche patterning on there. Gives it a very distinct look, and you also have 10 diamonds all set in 18 karat yellow gold, sort of like a matching color scheme gold appearance here with matching 18 karat yellow gold hands and the Rolex crown also in 18 karat yellow gold on this dial. You also have a small date window on the dial, small in in physical looks, but nice and large underneath the Cyclops lens, which is part of the sapphire crystal, nice and scratch resistant, so you have a clear view of every aspect of this dial where it's needed. Alright, now taking a look at the crown functions of this watch, simply unwind the crown at the 3 o'clock position. If you're at a dead stop, the first position allows you to wind the watch. About 20 to 30 full winds will get you from dead stop to a nice and full power reserve. Once you start feeling the resistance and damping starting to ramp up, that's when you've reached pretty much the full power reserve of the watch and you no longer need to wind it. Pull the crown out to the next position. You can advance the date forward. It's about a quarter turn. Continue turning it clockwise. And it's about a quarter turn again to advance it by 1. So if you find yourself, needing to adjust the date at all, it's very easy to do so, and you can do it at any time of the day. Very good. You can pull the crown out to the final position. Note that the seconds hand does stop, giving you that hacking function, so you can then place the minute hand precisely wherever it needs to go based on the position of that seconds hand. But you don't have a minute track, or you actually do have a minute track you don't have it on the smaller watches. A little bit harder to see on the 36, but if you need, you can also use the rehaut, the engraving of the name Rolex, to see the minute markers as well. But that's not an issue here because it's rather easy with the minute track. Nice and small at the very peripheral of this dial. It's there when you need it, but sort of falls to the back of the visual cue, as I would like to call it, when it comes to the overall compositional elements of all the pieces here that make this the Datejust 36. All right, so what makes all of the functions work? It is the caliber 3235, made in-house by Rolex. It gives you a precision of plus or minus 2 seconds per day time differential, as printed on this dial gives you the superlative chronometer certification. Also, it has century hour, minute, and second hands for the functions with an instantaneous date with rapid setting and stop seconds for precise time setting. All those functions I had just demonstrated using the winding crown just a minute ago. The oscillator on the inside is a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring with high-performance Paraflex shock absorbers. Can't see it through the case back, but you do have the solid steel as a sort of means of that added security. Basically, the The hairspring and the shock absorbers, all that means is that you can get relatively close to circuitry and magnets. You can work on computers if you wanted to, and you can even, you know, take a few bumps here and there, and there won't be any sort of effect on the movement of the watch. It'll still be keeping track of time just fine, regardless of the circumstance. Just don't throw this into an MRI, and don't use this while operating a jackhammer. I think you'll be just fine. Most of us will be anyway. So it also has a automatic bidirectional self-winding perpetual rotor center mounted onto the movement. So basically just wind the watch using the winding crown, put on your wrist, and the natural movements of your wrist will get that rotor moving and winding, continually winding the mainspring barrel of the watch, which then powers the entire movement. So no need to wind the watch manually once you wear this throughout the day. Altogether, this gives you an approximate 70 hours of power reserve, so basically 3 whole days. You can set it down Friday evening, pick it back up Monday morning, ready to conduct business. No need to wind the watch. Just wear it all day Monday and you're good to go. Back to the full power reserve. No need to use the manual winding. All right, so while I'm zoomed out here, you can also see the Jubilee bracelet, the semicircular half circular links, in other words, gives it a 5-piece link across assembly, with the 3 middle links being a high polished yellow gold with satin brush finishing on the steel on the outer links there. Satin brush finishing underneath gives a very, very nice and supple feel on the wrist. Looks very good on the outside, feels even better on the inside. You also have the oyster folding clasp here with the raised Rolex logo. Basically just lift the top and unhooks nice and easy. You also have the Rolex stamped logo on the inside, and also the added benefit of the folding clasp is that you have the Easy Link 5mm extension. So what that means is that if you have this watch sized perfectly to your wrist, nice and snug, your wrist will expand throughout the day and, you know, contract depending on your hydration levels and the environmental temperature, basically. So if you ever need the extra size when your wrist swells, just reach underneath here, pull it straight out, and it clips open nice and easy. Gives you another Jubilee link, basically, another 5mm, so you can continue to wear your watch even when your wrist swells imperceptibly to other people, but you'll definitely feel it on the wrist. When you no longer need it, just fold it back in on itself, press it back into the clasp, nice and easy. While I'm here, I'll also try it on, give you my thoughts as to how it wears on my wrist. 7 inches in circumference. All right, and so taking a look at it face on, very, very easy. Excuse me. As for my own personal wrist size, 7 inches, 36mm feels just perfect, because for me this is the sort of best middle ground that you can get. You have a nice and small enough case that you actually have a framing of the 12 and 6 o'clock sides from the bracelet, but you also have a very clear and easy view of the dial. All of the compositional elements look very beautiful and just the right size, because when you have, say, a smaller dial, the index markers or the diamond hour markers look a little bit big for the dial size, and when you have a larger dial, say the 41mm, the diamonds themselves are the same physical size as they would be on here, but they're more spaced apart. So for me, the 36 is that sort of sweet spot when it comes to not just the size, but the overall look of the dial. All right, and taking a look straight down the wrist here, there's a little bit of space under the lugs, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with a little bit of extra breathing. Not that the Jubilee bracelet doesn't give you plenty of it, because there's all this space among these links. And with Rolex's construction here, basically zero tolerance among the links makes it so it will never pinch your skin, will never pull hairs from your wrist. It feels very good on the wrist. It feels extremely comfortable. All right, but basically, the champagne diamond dial gives it a very distinct look, just exudes just class and gold and just riches because of the diamonds and because of the sort of goldish appearance here. The champagne or the yellow gold look, the aesthetic, comes forth much more than in any other, dial color or configuration here. With the Jubilee bracelet, it makes it shine even more, extremely lustrous in its presentation. So very good wear for just about any occasion. And if you really want to flex, this is certainly one for the collection. But enough of what I think. What do you guys think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Rolex Datejust 36 champagne dial, diamond hour marks, fluted bezel in yellow gold with the two-tone yellow gold rolls, or Jubilee bracelet. Reference number, again, 126233. Let us know down in the comments below. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, new, used, discontinued, we can get it for you if this one already sells. We don't have one on our desk, we'll find one for you, no problem. Just click the links down below, go to jazztime.com, links in the description to get there nice and fast to this watch. And take care. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.